For all your installation projects, use Calculated Industries StudMark or StudMark Plus to find a stud quickly and easily. With the StudMarks, once you hang it, it will stay in place.
Hi, today we're going to talk about installing a shelf. And with these shelves, you have all kinds of options. We have these channel brackets that allow you to attach them to a stud in the wall that'll be able to put on the brackets that'll hold the shelves. And these brackets will be able to adjust up and down these channels to whatever your desire is, whether you're storing puzzles or you're going to be able to put a paint on there. First thing we need to do is we need to locate the studs. And we have two tools to choose from. We have the StudMark Plus and we have the StudMark. Today I'm choosing to use the StudMark on this project. And the first thing that we want to do here is to locate where our stud locations are. And we're going to do that using a sweeping Z pattern. And we'll be able to locate this nail or screw that's underneath the wall. And we're going to move this going in about a 20-inch range. We found our stud here, so we'll put a marker on it. Going to go move to the next one. And we know that it's about 16 inches away, so we're going to try to locate where that is. We've got our location here. And then we're going to go to a third one. This will give us a nice 32-inch space on our shelving, so it's a nice wide space, but then also narrow enough so that whatever shelves we put on there will work. So the first thing we can do is come in here, and we want to put our bracket at 16 inches above whatever our surface is so that we can clear our outlets or whatever is on the ground. So we'll come in, we'll mark ourselves at 16 just to give us a bottom layer on that. And then we can come up here and locate where we want to be on the stud. Now when we're doing this, we'll go ahead and we'll install one channel bracket first, and then we'll move to the second one so that we can go ahead and level them out. If you ask me, I think I didn't get this thing even here, so we'll erase that off of there. And that way we can follow the straight line that we get with the marker. I've marked my screw location. I'm going to go ahead and come in here and get myself a pilot hole. Now I'm using a Torx screws today, so we'll go ahead and change my driver. Make sure that I am above my 16-inch mark on the ground. And it just screws right in. Now I'm going to go ahead and level this out, because with these tracks there's a whole lot of flexibility, but there's very little forgiveness if you get it out of line. Okay, that's just about right. Go ahead and do my pre-drill. Now that I have my first one in place, I can go ahead and come across, because we're really never sure if our floor is completely level, especially if you're in a garage environment. So we'll use our level to make sure that the bottom of our channel brackets are aligned here. Now that I have my horizontal and vertical lines for my second bracket, I can go ahead and drill the holes and get the screws in to hold it in place. This particular wall, we have metal studs, so we want to make sure that we have the pilot holes drilled. But even if you're working on wood studs, you're going to want to have a good solid hole in there so that you are not stripping out the wood, but making a nice hole that your screw can go in to hold whatever weight you put on these shelves. I'll go ahead and put in my first screw, that way we don't lose everything. And we can plumb up the height as we go up. All right, now that we've got our second pilot hole in, we can go ahead and get the screw in, and we'll be ready to go. I want to go ahead and put in 4 screws on each side so that we have a nice solid attachment to the wall for this. Now that we have the brackets in place, or the channels in place, we'll go ahead and install the brackets. It's easier if you use the holes that are set for screws, give you as a guide so you know if you are lining up or not. Go ahead and put your shelf on there, and you're good to go.